Welcome, Virgo. Thank you for listening to your reading of July 23, 2022 on your Zodiac Attraction channel, where you will know what the future holds, both in money, your numbers for today, love, health, work and family. So subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss anything. A great weekend is predicted, with a lot of fun. The direct influence of your ruler, the planet Mercury, will help you see everything much more clearly during these days of July and especially as the second semester unfolds. This is a great time to take a friend to the movies and escape reality for a while. Don't feel like you always have to know exactly where you are going. Sometimes the best trips are the ones that don't take any kind of planning. Have fun where you are and you won't go wrong. Talking is not interesting and may not be what you want to hear. Do not take the words of others so seriously today. Pure luck will regenerate your optimism in a good way. Your entourage is no stranger to it. You should come to terms with the temptations of sweets of all kinds which unnecessarily overload you. You have to compensate otherwise. Your speeches will be more serious among friends. Your thoughts gain depth. You will easily convince. It is, therefore, the ideal time to focus on communication and discuss essential subjects with those around you. There are great exchanges in prospect. This Saturday, July 23th, the Sun leaves Cancer and enters Leo. Consider wishing your friends a happy birthday with this sign. You start the day with a bang, determined to convince your other half to follow you. Use your determination and authority to boost your romantic relationship. This day will call on your vital forces and will ask you to assert yourself. The hectic pace and the responsibilities of your everyday life have completely disoriented you, and you are currently having difficulty finding time for yourself and your loved ones. You have neglected important aspects of your life and feel isolated and lonely. You have to reconsider some of the choices you have made, because the steep, solitary path you are traveling is of your own choosing. Try to get your impulsiveness under control and prioritize your desires. The Hermit card indicates a time of isolation. You are trying to organize your thoughts and prioritize your desires so as to put your business and financial affairs in order. You feel the need to temporarily withdraw from the world in order to make some decisions about your career and finances. Your intention is to reflect on certain matters and thus gain in maturity and strength. You are trying to learn from the mistakes you made in the past so that you will avoid repeating them in the future. The period lying ahead of you may be one of solitude, but it will contribute to your spiritual growth and help you acquire experience and wisdom. This period of introspection will be short-lived but very beneficial to your personal development. The universe will reward you for cutting ties with behaviors, people, or situations that have been holding you back today, dear Virgo, as Mercury shares a sweet connection to Jupiter. The more you unload, the more space you'll make for something better to come along, so try not to worry about the voids you may be creating. Meanwhile, the Moon continues its journey through Gemini, strengthening your resolve to set healthy boundaries with yourself and others. Don't be afraid to get a little strict with yourself right now, especially if you've been too relaxed over the past several weeks. Today's transits keep you focused on the positive, dear Virgo, and stimulate great ideas, primarily related to matters of the past and how to learn from and move past them. Ideas seem to come to you spontaneously, and they fall into place. Advice and information flow naturally and brilliantly. It can be beneficial to spend some time alone or away from demanding situations, but it's also a good time to share ideas with someone you trust. In turn, you are willing to lend an ear to those who need it. The Moon moves into your solar 10th house for a stay of over 2 days, and you can be more goal or performance-oriented. Still, much is going on inside, and you're quick to draw upon experience and your inner wisdom to further a business goal. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. This helps us a lot and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. The Moon emits a positive effluvium in your economic life by accentuating your intuitive part. A dream that you have been cherishing for a long time related to a small business on your own, apart from your usual job, will begin to materialize. It is possible that today your intuition is sharper than normal and that you have an easier time capturing the thoughts, feelings, needs, and desires of those around you and giving them what they need without being asked. You can also have some artistic inspiration, so don't be surprised if you find yourself creating something very special, be it a painting, music, poetry, or whatever. Enjoy the day. At the moment, the atmosphere is more than gloomy at work. To break this state of affairs, you took matters into your own hands. Unfortunately, due to a lack of resources made available to you, none of your demands could be validated by the management committee. However, do not lose hope in the future or lose confidence in yourself. Shortly, even if some adjustments are necessary, there is bound to be a solution for them to pass from the stage of the dream to reality. Your star is in the ascendant in your place of work. While this is working wonders for your finances, it is also liable to generate a degree of jealousy and ill feeling at the office. You need to build some bridges with your colleagues today, but you also need to identify friend from foe because someone there may be working behind your back to wreck your career. Lucky numbers. Your lucky numbers for July 23rd are 48, 21, 17, 16, 34, 15. Daily love. Something will happen that will surprise you first. You feel a strong physical attraction to someone who until now has only interested you as a friend. Do not ignore these feelings and cultivate them because they will help you live a very intense and happy romance. And if you have a stable partner, there is always time for a romantic getaway, the two of you, and take advantage of this effluvium in a mini romantic honeymoon. Get ready to receive pleasant and loving news. It could be letters, phone calls, or postcards. You'll spend a long time on the phone catching up with outside friends you haven't communicated with within a while. Relationships with your family and partner will be favorable and loving today. This will highlight your appreciation for the important people in your life. Mars plays with your stubbornness in wanting to escape conflict by pitting yourself against a hot-tempered partner. This quarrelsome atmosphere prompts you to look outside your home for a knowing soul, capable of understanding your desire for escape and tranquility. It is with a sympathetic Taurus that you should find some comfort. Single, you are the center of all attention and all desires. If you take some vanity from it, you don't seem to be captivated by your circle of admirers. A very significant conversation awaits you today, but it could make your head spin, Virgo. As mental Mercury shacks up in your solar 11th house of friendships, communities, and groups, he will be extra chatty, gossiping up a storm about your love life, intimacy, and sexuality. In fact, he'll feel quite boastful as he gets amplified by Jupiter, the planet of expansion now residing in your solar 8th house. On one hand, you could feel euphoric that someone supports you and sees your perspective, empowering you with the right words to tell your partner or next lover. On the other, it could leave you confused if you've opened up too much. At work. Your positive attitude, as well as your proverbial work and service disposition, will put you in a privileged position to solve embarrassing situations. Trust more in your ability, and you will see how your experience finally triumphs and benefits you. You will decide to approach your career differently. You may feel tired of doing the same task over and over at work. It is time to petition the conduction of a new project. Or you may be ready to look for a new job. Browse the classifieds for a promising position. And you can also look on the internet. Friendly relations or relatives will get you out of an impasse and arouse the desire to renew you in your salaried work or your liberal activity. A new start reigns on your talent's nice profits because your efforts are up to the task. Overall, your day is looking good. You put yourself in working order to achieve goals. You are absolutely right. Now is the time to activate. Everything works for you. How can you assume more power in your finances, Virgo? Your perception of your investments, debts, assets, and resources is influential as Mercury in Leo trines Jupiter in Aries. If you are feeling insecure or doubtful, then you may feel like you lack control over your financial transformation. It could even be shielded by bravado, which could hinder your financial progress. But if you assume quiet self-assertion, You may feel more confident when taking over a leadership role. Part of this could be asking or accepting help as it comes. Health. The moon, together with other astrological vibrations, will drive you to want to do something daring or out of the ordinary by following your impulses. Be careful and do not risk or expose yourself to the elements if it is raining, snowing, or the conditions do not allow it. Do your best to be near the water today. Whether it is the sea, a river, or even a frozen lake, the feeling of vastness and calm will comfort you enormously. You know very well that the best healer is you and that you have the incredible power to share that gift. Renew that healing energy with a trip to nature. You will have a hard time motivating yourself today and will have to fight your urge to laze around if you want to meet all the goals you have set for yourself. The influence of Saturn is felt and invites you to laziness. Do not let yourself be affected by these bad auspices under penalty of having to face the reproaches of those around you who are counting on you. Do yourself violence, take your courage in both hands and get ready to face this day, which will prove to be less restful than you would have liked. The day calls for rest and relaxation. You are likely to spend the day pampering yourself. Book a beauty session or a spa treatment, as they are going to be very effective today. You are soon going to be glowing and glamorous. People around you are going to find it difficult to keep pace with your vitality after your beauty and wellness session. Family and friends. We all went through a situation that seemed hopeless to us. Even with the most advanced GPS in the world, the two sides could not get out of this quagmire without suffering some collateral damage. However, what boosts the strength of a friendship is its ability to forgive. On the other hand, you must learn the lesson. Memorize your trip errors. Cross the dead ends. Focus on shortcuts by putting your cards on the table. These small adjustments remain necessary so that your bond can start again as healthily and quickly as possible. This is the day of making new connections. You should reach out today. New friendships, partnerships, or even affairs are on the cards today. You will be plunged into a whirl of social activity